bad one. Made the middle today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 65, 65, 65. Shit. And 80.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Darnold. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he... And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, Bank at the 39-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Darnold, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
36.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Let him know. Hello, lady.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Get in the way. Red 80. Watch twist.
On first down, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This is Bell, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Judon in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Quinnen Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yo, 80. 51's a must.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Watch safety green.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Jackson now, dancing to his left. He's going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Ravens 42, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready, 6 yard. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback. And all. Yes, sir. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Check, lock.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And an added 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We go, son. That's a red 80. Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
It got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention.
And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. L80. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll make it third down. The Jets on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third and 11. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why? Because he takes the ball away. Because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Switch.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Crabtree, the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ricky. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Watch twins.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So the final seconds tick away in this ball.